Hey, Canucks fans, how are you doing tonight? Welcome to Kempner Canucks. My name is RevTrev, and today we're going to be talking about the Canucks extending Conor Garland. That's what you heard right. They have decided to work on an extension. They're talking, there's lots of breaking news on this. Let's dive into this. They're talking about extending Garland. They're talking about extending Demko. We're going to talk about the NHL Draft. We're going to talk about trade scenarios. We're going to do a Mancini comp. There's all kinds of good stuff we're going to be doing tonight. I'm so glad you're here. Thanks for supporting the channel. We're going to hit the intro, the promo, and then we'll get right into it. Well, welcome everyone. It is seriously, this is an awesome time of the year. I absolutely love it because we get to, there's finally movement happening. I don't know why teams wait until right before the draft. They're trying to figure out all their options. It's like the trade deadline. Why are we waiting? Why are we waiting over and over and over? But we are, and we just do. And I don't know. It's like, well, I want to see all my options and maybe the pressure's on and you can get a better deal. I'm not sure, but I am excited about what's happening. At least there's stuff to talk about now that has actual rumors and reports. The reports are the stuff that I like the most and I'm excited about. And so I don't know if you've heard today, but the Canucks are in serious talks with Conor Garland on extending his contract. Now, we know that he came in the OEL deal, and a lot of people are still mad about that deal. But one of the best things, of course, about that trade is that we got Conor Garland in that deal. You know, the OEL portion of that deal did not turn out well for us. He had an $8.25 million contract. And then Phoenix, or AKA Utah Mammoth now, right? They have they retained $1 million each year of that salary to make it work, but we bought it out. We're doing the buyout issues for a number of years. It's not good for our cap. It is what it is. We had to get out of the salary cap hell that we were in, but the bright shining star of that whole debacle that Jim Benning did was that we got Conor Garland. And Conor Garland, it's no secret to any of us, he has been the heart and soul of the effort train, right? He has been fantastic. People have been just loving his effort every single night. He does not disappoint everyone. He does not disappoint. So I love that about him. I think he's fantastic. When he first started, I was like, I actually made a video. I don't know. It was early on this channel or one of my channels before that Garland isn't that great. And he wasn't that great to start with Vancouver, but boy, has he blossomed well. I have thoroughly enjoyed watching Conor Garland play. And night in, night out, not only is it great effort, but as a smaller guy in the NHL, he has to overcome absolutely crazy obstacles to not only be able to compete, but excel. And we're seeing his game go to new levels. And I don't know if this is the peak. You know, what is the peak for him? That's a great question. I'm just going to go to, I forget what he got stats-wise this year. Actually, I'll do the different one. I'll bring this up first instead. I'll just bring this up first. Conor Garland. Where's Garland? Conor Garland. Oh, and of course, did I spell Connor wrong? No. We're just going to go back here. Garland. No, it's not double N. It's only one N. I messed that up, everyone. I'm going to have to change that everywhere. Okay, I thought it was double N. My bad. Okay, so if you look at it, this year, 81 games, 50 points. The year before that, 82 games, 47 points. The year before that, 81 games, 46 points. And the year before that, 77 games and 52 points. So he's a 46 to 52 point player on the Vancouver Canucks. That's the 4 seasons. He scored 19 goals in that first one, 17, 20, and 19. And he has been a lightning rod, an energy guy, a skilled forward. I think he scored some massive goals this year, had some incredible plays, and I think it's great to keep him. The question is for how much and for how long. Now, I find that Canuck fans, we're just kind of angry all the time right now. It's like nothing's good enough. Nothing's good enough. And this is the weird piece to it. It's like, why isn't it good enough? Why isn't there anything great that's going on with the Vancouver Canucks? And it's like whatever they do, people are mad, and it's like they finally do something and then people are like, oh, I can't believe that they're doing that. It's like, well, can we just admit, like, you might not love the contract perfectly, but like, aren't you happy that we kept the player? And that's a big piece to it. That's an absolutely big piece to it. And he's 29 years old right now. So the big news is, and I should probably put this in a banner. That would be really helpful, right? Let's do this one right here. We'll do this one. Okay. Oops, not that one. I'll fix that one. Instead of putting free agency, I'll put Garland is reported. So it is expected to extend with the Canucks on a 6-year. This is where people are having a hard time. $6 million AAV, everyone. That is what everyone is talking about. Now, it might be a year less. It might be it won't be a year more than that. The cost to it might be less than that as well. But this is are you okay with this number? With these two numbers? He's making $4.95 million. And that's what he's been working here. When he signed the extension with the Vancouver Canucks, was it a 4-year deal? I should go to Puckpedia and figure that out. Actually, Puckpedia and figure that out. So let's go to the Canucks here. Let's figure that out. I'm sure it was a 4-year deal if I remember it correctly. So right now he's the 4th highest paid player on the team. Let's see. It was a 5-year term. It's $4.95 million on the cap hit. Okay. So he's going to get another 5-6 years with Vancouver. And is that enough production to get a raise to be that's important, right? Like, think about it. Think about it for a second. I don't have a problem with this kind of a deal, because I shouldn't say I know, but I'm very confident that he's going to continue this level of production. Like, he's around the 50-point guy. I would rather pay a guy $6 million per season and know what I'm getting than a guy who's up and down, right? Like, look at Tyler Myers made $6 million a season times 6 years. We only got 4.5. Oh no, sorry. We only got 1.5 years where he was probably even close to being worth $6 million. Louis Eriksson signed a 6 times 6 as well, and he was horrific. He didn't deserve $6 million any year. Wasn't Mark Messier signed for $6 million a year as well? It was a 3-year, 6. I don't even remember. He was horrific. You know what you're going to get. I think Messier had a 35-point year with the Vancouver Canucks. I think it was terrible. Let's go back to that. Mark Messier. Let me just bring that up. Okay. He retired in 2004. And when he played for the Vancouver Canucks, he played 3 seasons. Guys, $6 million. He had 38 points in the first season, played a whole 82 games. The next year, he only played 59 games, only had 35 points. No, I'm wrong. I'm looking at the wrong thing. He had 60 points with in 82 games. He had 48 points in 59 games. That was much better. And then 66 games, he had 54 points. So the last 2 years, he played a lot better, but he was injured a lot. So that's something that's crazy. But I think his grit, his character, his speed, his athleticism, his skill set, he can play on the power play. He can play, I don't think he plays penalty kill. He can play top line minutes. He can be on the first line, second line, third line, no problem. I like this potential signing, and I'm okay with it. I just find that Canuck fans are like just so cranky. It's like they don't like the Evander Kane deal. They don't like that Besser's walking. They don't like, and like I didn't like that JT Miller left. I didn't like that Zadorov didn't re-sign. I was okay with Lindholm walking. Had no problem with that. And I mean, sometimes I'm like that too. Like I wasn't a huge fan of the Hronek deal. I didn't love the EP3 Marcus Pettersson trade because we gave up a first rounder for a guy who will never be in the top one or two of a team. He'll always be a third, four guy. But that's just me. A lot of people like that deal, but eventually there's deals, and maybe it's just that's good. Maybe it's good because you know what you're getting with Marcus Pettersson. I think that's fine. That's fine. It's fine. It's not great. I don't think they would have moved him for a second rounder, but that's all I would have done. And then they went and gave him the contract 5.5 times 5 years. And it's like, everyone's like, that's going to turn out to be a great one. It's like, I hope so. I hope so. But I'm happy that they're doing something. It's just, I wonder if they're making the right moves. And that's what so people are coming in, and I've been watching it on social media, and people are like, the Canuck fans are the worst. They complain about everything and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, you know what? Let me just defend Canuck fans for a moment. This is not about Canuck fans being the worst. Every single sports, not just hockey, but sports franchise has toxic and negative fans, okay? They also have optimistic fans and homer fans. Every single fan base has that. So are the Vancouver Canucks the worst fan base in the NHL? Heck no. We are absolutely not. We are absolutely not. It's like we show up, we're passionate. It's like our passion turned into all these people. And some of the fans of us that are toxic and always negative, it's like it is what it is. It's part of fandom. Fandom's like about up and down, up and down. You know, that's how fandom goes. People like, I'm not watching anymore until they fix this. And you know, we're never winning. Somebody came in my comments and said, the Canucks will never win the Stanley Cup. And I'm like, never say never. They're like, and then they doubled down and said, never are they going to win. It's like, you don't know that. Have we ever? No. Will we never? You don't know, and I don't know. I'm hoping. You know, how many people would have said the AHL team will never win the Calder Cup? I mean, that was probably a better take than, I don't know. This is what I'm saying is fandom is hard. There's faithful fans. There's flaky fans. I just want to be a faithful fan. I don't always agree with everything the Canucks do. I don't always value everything they do. Like, I'm not a fan right now of the PD extension. I'm not a fan. We know that. It's like you got way too much money. I'm nervous about how he's going to play. I hope he bounces back. I don't know. It's okay to be, you don't agree. That's totally fine. If you don't like this, that's fine. But what do you like? So I actually like this. I like this one. I don't mind the Evander Kane signing. Listen, Evander Kane was not plan A. And this is what people act like. Like, this is plan A. This is definitely not plan A. Okay. They wanted Matt Duchene. That's who they targeted. And then he extended. okay, with Dallas. Stayed put. We had no control over that. So they pivoted to Rossi from Minnesota, and then Bill Guerin. Where I just sent this to a whole bunch of my friends. Where is it? Where is it? Right here. No, I sent it to a different friend. Let's just look for it here. Okay, I just want to. Okay, the Rossi market. Okay, Bill Guerin continues to tell teams he's not trading Rossi without a significant center or equivalent winger from a production standpoint as the main return. Several teams have shown interest in Rossi, but in a league where the cap is rising and plenty of teams have added cap space, the playoff contenders interested in him are mostly offering futures. And he's like, no thanks. Well, guess what? You have a disgruntled asset in Rossi. He's mad. You benched him in the playoffs. You played him 11 minutes a game. He scored 60 points. He's a 23-year-old. And Bill Guerin's like, I want proper value for him. And you're like, you offered him 5 times 5. And you're like, he's like, no thanks. He wants 7 times 7. So a team's like, hey, we're going to do that. We'll do that. We'll do that. Canucks are like, we'll do that. He's like, no, you're not offering enough. That 15th overall pick, not good enough. And I even heard that we even offered a roster player, but I don't know if that's true or not. It's just what I keep hearing. So you don't want a first-round pick for Rossi? Okay, well, we'll just keep him then. Because guess what? The Canucks moved on. I don't think they can afford him now. They cannot afford him unless they move a roster player off the team. Okay? And then plan C is that we went Evander Kane. And plan D and E is let's extend some guys and re-sign some guys. Like we still have AHL players to re-sign. We still have Demko that's in contract discussions. We got Garland that's in here. This is all like, it's like they got to move on. They can't just sit there waiting. And if they lose the Rossi sweepstakes, they can't just. And the Oilers had multiple offers for Kane. And because Kane wanted to go to Vancouver, he came to Vancouver. So I don't mind those deals. Like, it's not like don't think that that's the only thing they tried to do. So we'll see. We'll see. I don't mind this deal at all. People are like, it's too long. And it might be. But a 29-year-old at a 6-year deal, it's 35 million. Or sorry, 35. 35-year-old Garland. It's like, well, he'll decline. We don't know that. Did you not see my video, guys and girls? My video. Did I post it on here? No, I didn't. I have a video that's literally called Does Age Matter? I think that's what I put. Does age actually matter in the NHL? And I go through and talk about the Washington Capitals. The oldest team in the NHL was first in the East in the regular season. You've got John Tavares, Matt Duchene, Brock Nelson that are all 34 years old and getting 4-year contract extensions. Tavares hasn't signed yet, but the other two have. Okay. Duchene got 4 years. Brock Nelson got 3. You've got Marchand, who just won a cup with and was one of the key pieces to winning for Florida, 37 years old. Corey Perry, what is he? 3,900 years old? He's 39, right? You got Ovechkin, old, just broke the record. Was third in goals scored or something like that. It's like crazy. Like, yes, do they eventually decline? When do they start declining? Everyone's like, oh, 30 years old. They're old now. Saying, no, they're not. People are playing till 37, 38, 39 at high levels. I could see Garland playing at a decently high level all the way to the end of this contract. I have zero concerns about it. By the way, 235 people in the chat right now. So glad you're here. If you like what you're seeing, as I do Canucks content that is passionate, realistic, and honest, Please hit the like and subscribe, everyone. Yeah, so that's my little bit of a rant on Garland. I like it. I like it a lot. And like I reported yesterday from Darren Drager, he said, my Canucks sources indicate that they have a lot going on, multiple conversations, okay, with multiple different teams on multiple different guys. That is incredible. That's incredible. We saw that, heard that on Sakaris and Price, okay? And tomorrow is the draft, okay? Round 1 this Friday, June 27th, 4 p.m. Pacific time, followed by rounds 2 to 7 on Saturday, starting at 9 a.m. Pacific time. Okay. And the big question is this: the NHL draft, will the Canucks trade or keep their 15th overall pick? I said that there was a 99% chance. Maybe I didn't say that on one of my things. I was thinking 99% chance that they're going to trade the pick. And I think they tried to with the Rossi deal. They tried to trade the pick. But now that we're a day out, I think I'm now at 60% that we're going to keep it and 40% that we're going to trade it. I think they're still open to trading it. I think they're still open. It is not out of the realm of possibility that we're gonna trade that pick. But the closer it gets, it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. What do you guys want? I actually really like getting first round picks and developing them and see how they go. I get that they didn't want just the 15th overall pick for Rossi because it takes 2 to 3 years for these guys to actually play NHL minutes. It puts you back, right? And no matter who you end up landing, there's a lot of decent players at 12, 13, 14, 15 this year. I don't think it's a wrong thing to do. My brothers and I have been talking about this today, and my one brother messaged me and said a list of all the 15th picks that have panned out, some of the interesting ones. Okay, here's one here. Okay, here's a few here. Okay, this is a little bit older, of course. Mike Bossy, stud, one of the, in my opinion, maybe top 5, top 10 players of all time. If you haven't seen that video of mine, please go check out my GOAT conversation when Ovechkin ended up breaking the record. I talked about who is he in the top 10, is he in top 5. Mike Bossy was my number 5 overall player. All time, everyone, went 15th in the draft. Al McInnes, one of my most favorite defensemen of all time. He got picked 15th. Joe Sakic got picked 15th. Alexei Kovalev got picked 15th. Erik Karlsson picked 15th. JT Miller, that's right, you heard that right, got picked at 15th. Dylan Larkin got picked at 15. Cole Caulfield got picked at 15. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. So, I'm not opposed to us keeping this pick at all. Okay. And you saw what I posted yesterday. These are some of the players that I would love us to get. Any one of these guys I would be very happy with. But I think the realistic one is Braden Coates and Brady Martin. Man. Also, McLean is a guy that I've been thinking about. I would love if he dropped as well. There's some defensemen there that are great. I think I'm sold on get a centerman. That would be awesome. Okay. I also want to talk about Demko. Okay. So we talked about this last night, but again, I want to talk a little bit more about this massive Demko news that they're working on an extension. Everyone was convinced he's going to get traded. Here's the thing. If you're working on an extension, there's one of 2 reasons why. One is you believe that he's healthy. Or 2 is that you sign him and you're planning on trading him to someone else. What's great about signing him right now is that his value is not astronomical. Okay. Now, what we're paid, like people are like, oh, he's getting paid a lot of money. Actually, he's not. He signed at, was it 5 years, $5 million? I think it was something like that. I know he gets $5 million a year. Okay. Shesterkin from the New York Rangers signed for $11.5 million cap hit every year. Okay. Bobrovsky's $10 million. Vasilevsky's $9.5. Connor Hellebuck is $8.5 million, everyone. Then there's 4 players tied at 8.2. You got Sorokin, Swayman, Ottinger from Dallas, and Allmark from Ottawa. Lankinen and Demko combined is 9.5. I'm happy with that. And what are they going to extend him for? $6 million again? I don't know. I don't know what the numbers are. Okay. I'm excited about this. I think he's an elite goaltender. It's saying that he's healthy, in my opinion, which makes me super, super excited. Okay, last thing I want to talk about tonight is I want to talk to you about Kesselring and the trade that happened. Okay, so you got JJ Peterka gets traded for Doan and Kesselring. And as you look at Kesselring, it's like, this guy's impressive. Okay, he's impressive. And I want to show you a Kesselring and a Mancini comp, because everyone's like, whoa, Kesselring's so awesome. He's so awesome. Let me show you the composition, okay? Look at this, okay? Look at this. Let's do this one right here. Okay, so this is on my Twitter, my X account, okay? Where is it? Right here. And I said, I think Buffalo landing Kesselring as the key piece in the JJ Peterka deal was like, sorry, I didn't even mention it. I think Buffalo landing, well, how did I mess this up? Well, I think it was significant. Kesselring is 25 years old, 6'4", 216 pounds. Okay. Meanwhile, in Vancouver, Victor Mancini, 23 years old, 6'3", 229. Like, how happy are you with this deal? And then, I know, let's just sit there for a second, right? Like, he is 13 pounds bigger. Now, you might say Kesselring's more talented, he's more skilled. Okay, fine. That's totally fine. But look at this. Everyone who's all mad that we didn't go get JJ Peterka, this is a similar comp. Maybe I'm over-exaggerating a little bit, but look at this. Okay, would have you traded 2 of these prospects for JJ Peterka? Okay? Because they gave up 2 prospects, young prospects. Would you give up, which 2 of these guys would you give up? Mancini, Pedersen, Leckermacky, Vilander, which one? Which 2? Which 2? Pick any 2. And then would you traded him for a left winger, JJ Peterka? I'm leaning no. Like, just to keep the guys. So maybe they went to Vancouver, or in Vancouver and Buffalo were in talks, and they're like, well, we want 2 of those guys. And then we're like, no, we're not good. You can go somewhere else. And so they're like, fine. They went to Utah, and I think our 2 guys are better than the 2 guys they sent, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm biased. Like, which 2 would you take? And I like Peterka. I really wanted him. I wanted him and Byron to come this way. I didn't know what the trade would be. It's interesting, isn't it? Okay. Let's talk about this. Okay. I only have a few minutes here. It's going to be a shorter stream tonight. Chase is here. Says, what is happening? They still need a center and a winger. Fair. Totally fair. I don't mind that at all. We might find it through the draft. We might find it through some additions at free agency. We might still find it through trade. We don't know. Jeevan's here. Good to see you. Welcome to the show. Chemo. Awesome signing. Love Garland. I love him too. Chase says, so confused because they don't have enough cap space to sign Garland and Demko. Absolutely they do. They absolutely do. Because if you look at it, right now they're both under contract. So So signing Garland to a $6 million deal is that you're getting a raise of $1.05 million. That's it. If you sign Demko to $6 million, you're only giving him a $1 million raise. That's it. So Green says, I hope that new extension rumored for Garland is a sign and trade to add value since he will be locked in at that number. I was hoping to reallocate his money to improve our top six with elite talent. It's hard to do. But he's saying that he likes Garland, but his value will also never be higher. This is the best time to trade him. I agree. Don't have to be within the cap until opening day. We can go over by 10%, I believe. That's cool. If Garland was a stock, this is when you sell. Okay, that's fine. If Connie Garland is in our top six, we're not winning anything. Wow. I think he's definitely a decent second line right winger. Callum wants us to trade him now. Okay. Garland was a solid piece on my ESPN fantasy team. Ooh, Todd. I don't take anyone that scores under 60 points a year on my teams, but I like him. I mean, you got to add hits and all that kind of stuff, right? So Dylan says, honestly, with the cap increase, Garland at $6 million isn't really that much more than what he makes now. That's exactly, which likely means if a forward is moved to clear cap, it will be Hedl. I mean, what can you get for Hedl with that injury? Callum, get rid of DeBrusk and Garland in a hockey trade and get an elite player. Who's going to do that? And what does elite mean to you? Like Marner? It's like Rantanen? No. I don't know. That's an interesting take. DeBrusk stupidly has a no trade clause. Okay. We need grit. We need guys with size. He literally broke his career record in goals last year as a Vancouver Canuck. That's pretty amazing. Jeevan says, don't the Canucks want a top line winger and a second C? Teams are likely going to want a first round draft pick. Absolutely. They still can trade for one. I did not see the Abby celebration stream. I did not. No trade clauses don't work out if you are sent to Kalamazoo. His grit and heart and character play is worth it, Chris says. Somebody else is definitely getting traded. True. I don't mind the extension, Alfred says. He is the key to the new identity of the team, the Apple Dumpling Gang. Wow. Okay. Garland's resigning looks like tomorrow, so that'll be exciting. Let's go tank for McKenna. Yeah, a lot of people think that. Leaf fans are the worst. Okay, I've heard that one before. That could be true. I don't know. Yeah, Connor Garley 100% stays as a Canuck. That's awesome. Michael says Garland is great, and his off games results wise is never effort wise. That's true. It's true. Thanks for the gifted membership, man. That's great. Appreciate your help. Supporting the channel, blessing someone with one. And Alfred says, Rev, I've been saying the Canucks deal for Rossi was rejected because it's one of either mid or bottom six roster players. Said no to number 81 plus 50. Yeah, could be. Okay, everyone, I do apologize, but I have to go. I wanted to make this quick video. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for coming by. I wanted to get to more comments. I just don't have the time tonight. I had to get out early. I'm pumped about the draft. Can't wait to see. I wouldn't be surprised if there are trades tomorrow. Or maybe we just pick on the 15th overall pick, and it'll be glorious. Hopefully it goes awesome for Vancouver. Have a great night. And of course, always go Canucks go.